Good morning. Welcome to Read with the Cows here at New Day Dairy, where we have story time in the barn with the cows. We are celebrating Read Across Iowa Day today, and the Iowa Ag Literacy Foundation, along with 4-H, the Iowa Board of Education, they are all celebrating in March literacy and how important reading is. And we here at New Day Dairy believe that, and that's why we read with the cows every Friday morning in the Moo Crew. And today we're doing a special edition here on our main Facebook page so that you can share this with anybody that you want to help celebrate Read Across Iowa Day and the importance of reading with kids. We're going to read 2 books today, and one of them is My Family's Dairy Farm. And this book was created with help from the Iowa Ag Literacy Foundation. There's a whole series about lots of different farms, kinds of farms here in Iowa. And so we're going to learn about this little boy's dairy farm, which is similar and different to our dairy farm. And then, like we usually do in the Moo Crew, we're going to read kind of a fun, silly cow book next. Okay, so before we get started, we usually start with a song, and so you can join me to sing our song. The cows on the farm go chomp, 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 chomp. The cows on the farm go chomp, 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 all day long. Rita the robot goes swish, 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 swish. Rita the robot goes swish, swish, swish when she milks the cows. The tractor on the farm goes vroom, 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 vroom. The tractor on the farm goes vroom, vroom, vroom all day long. Wonderful. Well, that is a song that we kind of sing once or twice, one every month or every other month. We kind of have a new song that we sing during our Read with the Cows story time. So we're going to dig into our first book all about this dairy farm. This is Lucas. Hi, my name is Lucas, and this is my family's farm. We raise corn, alfalfa, and dairy cattle. Dairy cattle are very calm animals, but they require a lot of care. We make sure that they have feed and water, and we also make sure that they're comfortable. See the soft beds where they're laying, and see the big fans that keep them cool? The barn keeps them warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Each of our cows has a baby calf every year. After the cows give birth, its body starts making milk. Cow's milk provides us with many important nutrients. It's a great source of protein, calcium, and vitamin B12. The milk from cows can also be made into yogurt, ice cream, and butter. Most of the milk from our farm is made into cheese, which is actually the same as our farm here at New Day Dairy. Our cows spend about half of the day laying down, but it's not because they're lazy. Their bodies are always making milk. 3 times a day they line up to get milk. When we open the gate, they know exactly where to go. They head to the milking parlor, and then each teat is washed with soap. We attach all 4 teats to the milk machine, and the milk machine gently sucks the milk out of its udder. The whole process takes about 5 minutes. Do you see those computer screens? They keep track of how much milk comes from each cow. Each of our cows makes about 55 pounds of milk each day. That's almost 7 gallons and enough to fill 112 little cartons of milk like the ones you may have at school. Our cows have to eat a lot to be healthy. It takes about 1 acre of farmland to grow the alfalfa and corn needed for 1 cow. We mix together feed ingredients using recipes called rations. The rations change as the cows get older, and the rations they give cattle, the rations give the cattle exactly the right nutrients that they need, and they love it. After the milk is collected, it's filtered and cooled. Then it is hauled away to the processor. The processor will make our milk into cheese. The milk truck comes once a day to pick up the milk. Before loading up the truck, we test the milk for safety. Then the milk is tested again at the processor, and if there's anything in the milk that might make people sick, it's not used. Keeping these barns clean is a big part of our job. In most of our barns, the cattle's manure drops through the slats in the floor and it's stored underground in really big tanks until we can spread it on our fields. It makes great fertilizer, which is kind of like food for plants. Using manure as fertilizer is one way we take care of the environment. We also recycle water on our farm and plant cover crops to improve soil health. We even have a farm pond that catches the water from the driveways. Wildlife like muskrats live there. Taking care of the environment, recycling, and making more food with fewer resources are all important to my family. Our family works together on our dairy farm along with several employees, and the employees help us take care of the cows and milk them each day. I love working with the cows and I'm proud of the milk and cheese that comes from our family farm. And then there's lots of things in the back that you can learn about, all the different kind of maybe big words that you might not know about. So that is a really fun book, and a lot of those things are true here on our farm too. Every farm is unique in its own special way, and yet there are similarities across almost every farm here in Iowa and across the entire United States, that each farmer loves their cows or their pigs or their chickens, whatever kind of farmer that they are, and they want to take really good care of that land. And so Lucas shared how they do that on their farm, and we love to share that with you every week too when we read with the cows. So now we're going to do a little bit of kind of silly fun books, because really there are so many fun silly books with cows in them, and really that's what we usually read on Read with the Cows, but then we kind of connect it to the farm and the real cows that are joining us for story time behind us. So this book is called A Particular Cow. Because look at that cow has underwear on their head, and no cow in our barn has ever had underwear on their head. I promise you. If they did, I don't know what we'd do. It'd be crazy. Every Saturday morning, a particular cow went for our particular walk. The bunny's saying, "Hi, cow." Usually, nothing particular happens. Until one particular Saturday, when she found herself on the wrong side of a particular pair of bloomers, which we also call underwear. Moo! And a particular woman, she says, "My bloomers!" Uh-oh. And a particular postman, "My mail!" Oh no. And 3 particular dogs. Arf, arf, woof, woof, ow! And a particular party of children. A cow! What? And a particular bridegroom. "Bloomin' thief! My lovely letters! Holy cow!" And a particular bride. "My hair!" Bad. They are all going off of that dock into the water. And a particular gang of sailors. Blimey! That frog is getting out of there. Oh, I do. They still got married in the water. Who almost sank in a particular river. Oof! Mayday! She still has that pair of underwear on her head. On account of this particular cow that we're talking about. Land ho! Oh, she doesn't look like she even knew what was happening. She's heading off to the land. Who leaped from the boat in spite of her size. Incoming! Incoming! Tossed her tail at the summer flies. Yum, stinky, ew! Oh. Oh no! And went on her way without surprise. Cow's back! Hi, cow! On that particular Saturday morning. Good walk, cow? Wink. She had quite the adventure, didn't she? I think maybe she was taking a Saturday morning snooze and had a little dream about what kind of adventure she might go on. Because I don't think any cow could do all of those crazy things. What do you think? And people ask us a lot, do cows sleep? And they do sleep, but they take little cow naps more than they sleep like us all night long. So every once in a while, we'll catch them sleeping here or there, catching a little snooze. And so that's what I think this particular cow was doing, was taking a little snooze and had a dream about what her walk might be like on a Saturday morning. If you are curious about all of the other fun books that we've read so far in the Moo Crew, you can check out that link. And if you'd like to join us on every Friday morning in the Read with the Cows Moo Crew, we have a special Facebook group that we go live from the barn here every Saturday morning, and we'd love for you to join us. We also share activities and recipes, funny jokes. We help name calves every month, and we even were going to be giving away a book that we read each month to some of our Moo Crew members. So we're so glad that you joined us here for Read Across Iowa Day. Remember to keep reading those books because they are so good for you and your family to expand your horizons and learn new things, and just to kind of giggle sometimes too is good, isn't it? So we're so happy that you joined us, and we hope that we'll see you in the Moo Crew this Friday for Read with the Cows here in the barn at New Day Dairy. See you then!